Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to make a single color ice dye in the color Eggplant. For this project, you want to start by centering it using the sleeve inside the other sleeve technique. That is called centering your shirt. And what that does is it creates symmetry. So the shirt will be the same on the front, it'll be the same on the back, and then it will look the same from left to right when it's opened up. And if done correctly, everything will line up beautifully and you'll have a wonderful end result. Alright, the next step is to fold up your shirt. So decide where you want the center of your pattern to be. You don't want to start up too high, but you don't want to come down too low. I think I like to come down, I'd say maybe 2 or 3 inches from the underarm. It really just depends on the shirt. Now this is a quick and easy fold that gives really dynamic results. And if you've done it correctly, you're going to have multiple folds on one side and then just one fold on the other. And every step of the way, make sure that you're smoothing out all of your wrinkles and your flaps of fabric. You want everything to lay nice and flat. Now I just used a washable marker to give me a guideline to follow. Not a necessary step, but I do find it rather helpful. And then you just want to accordion fold all the way up. Now when it comes to securing the project, I like to use rubber bands. I just find them quick and easy to use, but you use whatever you prefer to use. If you like to use kite string, use kite string. If you like to use sinew, use sinew. For me, like I said, rubber bands, quick and easy. And you guys, I am so lazy. My pile of rubber bands next to the sink is so huge, I don't even want to tackle it now. So out of desperation, I go to my little hodgepodge jar, and you can see I have trouble finding the right size rubber band. You want this to be nice and secure, but you don't want to put on a rubber band that's so tight that it's going to make the project want to buckle. I want to give a big shout out to the newest channel member, Jennifer Schmidtberger. I hope I said that correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you for becoming a channel member. The proceeds from that membership go back into the channel so that I'm able to continue to create content. And for all of you that are existing members, thank you so very much. And also for all of you that tune in regularly and watch the videos, it's a tremendous help. Each view counts towards keeping the channel strong and helping get the content out there so more people can learn how to tie-dye. So on that note, please double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. It's quick and easy. Just click subscribe, and then off to the right there is a little bell. And if you click on that and turn it on to all, and then go into your device settings and find YouTube and turn on notifications for YouTube, every time I upload or go live, you'll get a notification so you don't miss anything. So thank you again to everybody. I really, really appreciate all of you. Sincerely, I really do. So now it's time for the fun part. We get to add the dye. In this project, we'll be going into the playlist of Dharma's dye swatches, the single color ice dyes. which is a really useful tool. I definitely recommend that you guys do some single color ice dyes yourself because the results turn out amazing. Let's talk about the setup for just a minute. So, first of all, I'm doing the dye under ice method, and I'm using a plastic picnic spoon that I got from Walmart. It's the original box that I started with. I put them in the dishwasher, I let them air dry completely, then I put them back in the box and I reuse them over and over and over again. You can also go to www.boredomwithjen.com and get some really cool dye spoons. And at the end of this tutorial, there will be a link on the end screen which you can click, which will take you right on over there. Or you can go down into the description box and you can find her link and it'll take you right over to her website. Now, I'm going to be rack dyeing this, so I have it on a rack, and this rack has like little 1.5 inch, 2 inch legs. That's going to keep the project out of the melting ice water. And then I have it placed down inside of a bin or a tote to collect all of that melting ice water. And then around the project, the red things are silicone cake molds that I got from Amazon. And then I've got tiny little baby clothespins holding it in place, and that's going to help keep the ice from pushing the cake molds out of the way. I have links for everything that I use for tie-dye down below in the description box, so make sure that you check that out. Next, I give the project a quick little sprinkle of soda ash for good measure, and I add my ice. And I'm using my ice cube trays that I got from the dollar store. I don't think it really matters what kind of ice you use. This is just what I did for this project. So 9 hours later, after the ice melted, I came and I checked it. There's some pretty good saturation on the back, but when I peeked down into the pleats, it didn't have enough saturation. So I decided to just flip it over, which you know I rarely do. But since this was such a thick fold, I wanted to make sure that I was getting the good saturation. So I fixed my little setup here, get it all set back to go. And I'm going to be adding dye to the project in the same exact pattern that I did the first time, but I'm not going to be adding quite as much. I don't feel like it needs such a heavy layer the second time around. And then I'm just going to repeat the process. Give it a quick little sprinkle of soda ash for good measure. And this time I'm going to be using my nugget ice on it. I always use my nugget ice as often as possible. It's just quick and it's easy. It's recommended that you let your project batch at 70 degrees or higher for at least 24 hours after the ice melts. And this project from this layer of ice ended up batching for about 26 more hours. So in total, from start to finish, this project took about 2 days to produce. For the rinse out, you want to start by using cold water. That's going to remove any soda ash that might still be reacting within the fabric, and then increase your water up to hot and rinse until the water runs pretty much clear. So you don't want to be taking soda ash into your washing machine because it can muddy things up. The hot water removes unbonded dye, so it goes down your drain instead of into the washing machine where you're washing 8 to 10 other shirts. So once it's at the washing machine, I like to do hot water cycles using Curelon, a professional textile detergent. And then I like to do a final hot water cycle using Millsoft, which is a professional fabric softener. Then I'll put it in the dryer and then I'll iron it and we'll come back and we'll see the results. Well, here it is, guys. Here's our single color icedye in the shade Eggplant after it's been washed and dried, and I think the shirt turned out amazing. I really do love this color. I think it was Scott Pressman that was forever trying to make me use Eggplant like all the time. And I kind of drug my heels on it a little bit because it was really dark for me at that time. But as you can see here, it's a really beautiful dark plum color, and it splits down into some really pretty tones that complement the Eggplant. I see some black, I see some gold, I see some lavender, some light pink. I don't know, it's kind of like a greenish gray color. I don't really know what to call that color. Just overall a really pretty single color icedye. So we just saw the entire front of the shirt and all the close-ups. Now I've flipped it over and we're going to check out the back. And again, just more beauty to look at. This really is a gorgeous color, and if you don't have it, I recommend it. Now for your shirt, you can do whatever you want. You can do as many colors as you want. You could even do this pattern with liquid. It really is just a personal preference. For me, I prefer ice dyeing, so that's, why I do a lot of ice dyeing. I just like the way that it looks. And then right here is the liquid swatch up against the ice dye, so you can get a feeling for what it looks like in liquid. It's a nice dark solid color, a cool alternative to doing, let's say, black. You can do an eggplant back and get some cool results with the liquid. Not the greatest liquid swatch, but you get an idea of it. So overall, I'm super ecstatic with the way this shirt turned out. What do you guys think? Please leave me some comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up, and click the bell and set it to all. That way you get notified of future uploads. And remember, have fun tie-dyeing!